Hello, subscribers. We are back with another week on Sipping on That. Sipping on That. Yes, how was your week? I mean, these weeks are flying by. It's Thanksgiving already. Happy Thanksgiving! And we're going to sip on some eggnog. Sip on that. So, we're going to get into it. And remember, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notification. Ding, ding, ding. Who that? Yes. And I hope y'all have a beautiful holiday week. And we're going to get into it because I ain't going to hold y'all up. Sip on that. Sip on that. Yes. First question is, how would you feel if your husband has been calling a sick female co-worker to see how she's doing and offering to drop things off at her house? How would you feel if your husband has been calling a sick female co-worker to see how she's doing and offering to drop things off at her house? So I think I would love to know how long they've been working together. Have they been working together for 20 years? Have they been working together for 1 year? Have they been working together for 6 months? If she was sick, we don't know what I'm trying to say, the deepness of her illness. So you don't be not compassionate, because that can happen to anyone. So him calling and dropping something off at her house one time, yes, and guess what, we're going together. Me and him is going to go together by the co-worker house, and you could check on that co-worker, like I said, on the phone one time. Is no reason for your boss or other co-workers to keep checking on her. Why is you so concerned about her? You only met her on the job, you know. Why is your feelings of her that so deep that, you know, you have to continue bring her things? No, that won't rock. No. You could do it one time, and you ask, how would a woman feel? A woman would feel very awkward, you know, that your husband is doing it. And that's your husband. Yeah, she only get to pass one time. That's it. And I'm going to sip on that. Sip on that. Yes. Next question. All right. Next question is, what's the biggest conversation you have before you both walk down the aisle to get married? What is the biggest conversation you have before you both walk down the aisle to get married? The biggest conversation should be lots of questions. Y'all at the point where y'all actually about to get married. You know, it's not like that y'all just meeting and everything and y'all still dating and everything. Y'all actually about to walk down the aisle. So it's every question that you would like to ask. Get a tablet, write them down, shoot it off. You know, for example, are you HIV positive? Have you ever had hepatitis? Yeah. What's your credit score? All kinds of questions. What type of religion would you like for us to go to church in? Would like for us to go to a Muslim church? Would you like to go to a Baptist church? Would you like to go to a non-denomination church? I think that plays a big factor on y'all married. And if y'all ever, just saying hypothetically or allegedly, if y'all have kids, how would y'all raise them kids and being in separate religions? Do you have a bank account? I mean, it can be so much that you can ask before y'all get married. Do you have another person that you love more than me? I know you was in love before. You know, would that hinder our marriage? You know, I can go on and on in a list of questions. That's big questions for conversation before you walk down the aisle to get married. But whatever it is, make sure you write it down. I don't care if you write the whole book. You're making a big step in your life. This might be forever, you know. So any questions and conversations you need to bring up, make sure you bring it up. How many times you had a sexual transmitted disease, you know. Yeah, all that. Because, like I said, you're making a big step in your life. And marriage is a big step. And what affects you also affects your inheritance, your kids and your kids' kids. So, those are conversations that you need to ask before you get married. And we're going to sip on that. Sip on that. Yes. And we're going to get into the next question. The next question is, how do you feel about texting with your significant other after 20 days apart from each other and the other person barely texts and call you back? How do you feel about texting with your significant other after 20 days apart from each other and the other person barely texts and call you back? Okay. Y'all haven't seen each other in 20 days, so they're not in jail. Is they out of town on a trip? Is they out of the country? Why is they gone for 20 days? That's almost a month. But you texting and they barely calling you back and they barely texting back. It sounds like they might have someone else. And it might sound like that the relationship might be over because you're going to be where you want to be. And you're not going to be where you want to be. Don't want to be. I'm sorry. You're not going to be where you don't want to be. So whoever that other person is, they're where they want to be. And sound like they're not giving you too many answers. They're not answering the telephone. If we're dating and we're a couple, why are you not answering my phone calls? You mean to tell me you can't even text me back? Something's not right with that picture. Yes, and it's been 20 days. Maybe the relationship is not how it was at one time. Maybe they got what they wanted to get and they moved on. And then they come back days later. I don't think that's a relationship. Again, a person is going to be where they want to be. And if they're not trying to be with you, texting you, or communicating with you, I don't see anything really there. You know, that's what I feel on that. So if they try to come back and get close to you again, you should be the person that's barely texting. You should be the person that's barely calling. You should be the person that's barely picking up the phone. I'm doing me. How about you, friend? Okay, friend, nice talking to you again. All right, friend, we'll talk one day again. Call me whenever, I'll call you whenever I get some time. How about that? And guess what? We're going to sip on that. Sip on that. And thank y'all for coming to another episode of Sipping on That. And I appreciate everybody that tunes in and subscribe to the channel. You know, I do this for us. And my subscribe is trell_black9@gmail.com. My Facebook is trellblack. You know, I want us to get down with some real questions and some real answers. And, you know, I would love your feedback. Your feedback on the questions, because who am I? It's, you know, I'm just somebody giving my opinion. And we're gonna remember, love is the answer. Who cares what all these questions are? And you have a blessed week.